welcome to the Port Center Spotlight Podcast. My name is Andrew Marata, host of the podcast, and I am with a New York State record holder, my man Cole Corcoran, Port Jervis High School Jr. Cole, welcome.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, live here. It is Election Day. Make sure you get out there and vote. Today is Election Day, so there was no school for students, but you came in anyway.
I did.
Yeah, you had to come in for practice, so we got you a little early.
Either way, I got practice, so
yeah.
Got to be here.
Friends, this is Cole Corcoran, again, Port Jervis Jr. But Cole had a big weekend last weekend. The football team had a big weekend, but you also had a big weekend. Why don't I let you share it, Cole? Tell me why and how you got it.
Well, first off, shout out to my boys. Our offense really helps out a lot because they give me the opportunity to kick so much. But I went 11 for 11, new New York State record. Didn't know during the game, but after, a bunch of people were telling me.
Like right after? Was it like right after the game they came up, or you
right
kind of like the next day, that night?
It was like a few hours after. Even my coach Shaharsky texted me about it, and my mom made a post about it, and I think it was Jimmy Hendry commented, and he sent the link on her Facebook, and it was like, these are the New York State records.
Yeah, 10 was the most.
It was 10, set back in 2022, I think.
Oh, so it's a recent record.
It was recent.
Wow.
Yes.
So 11 point after, and the official term is PAT, point after touchdown?
PAT or extra point.
Extra point. Okay. You can say extra point.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So 11.
11.
So during the game, I mean, that's a lot of kicks. During the game, were you saying like, oh man, we are really scoring a lot here?
Yeah, I mean, I was more thinking about how many points we had as a team, like for a section record. Because I think it was 78 before, and we had 77. Wasn't thinking about my own individual self, but definitely for sure after the game, I was like, that stat pad's a lot, because I think right now I'm top 40, top 50 for most extra points in the country.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Hold on, we got to get a little round of applause for that. Wow.
Yeah. I think top 50 in the nation for that.
Wow.
But again, my offense, Dylan Fox, really brings it home for me.
He's your guy. He's your holder
he's
also.
My holder too. No, he's great. He gets it down. My center, Joey Olenek, puts it right there every time. So
it's a team effort there. For it's not just you. They have to get it right.
It is not.
So let's break this down, Cole, because I'm a football fan, but I don't know much about the kicking. Is there a cadence? Are you is Dylan saying hud hike? Is it who?
So I take my steps.
Yeah, Yeah. Go ahead.
I take my steps, and then Dylan looks back at me. We give each other a thumbs up or whatever.
You take your steps back.
I take my steps back.
You ready?
And then I'm ready. I give him a thumbs up. And what he does, he puts his fist out, and he puts his hand on the ground. And this is where Joey's aiming point is. And as soon as he taps his finger on the ground, that's when Joey can snap it. So
he's not saying hud hike?
No. So as soon as he taps it, he can snap it, but sometimes he waits, because that's how you can get people to jump early, and you can get them to get off sides or something.
Is there a clock? There's a play clock running though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Joey's watching it.
Yeah, but we're normally set up plenty in time. But no.
So when are you moving it? Once it's in Dylan's hands? I mean, it's a close.
Yeah. So I actually had to work on this, because before I would trigger too late, and that's what caused a lot of blocks early on in the season.
Okay.
But I think I've been perfect the last 5 or 6 games. So, I trigger as soon as Dylan catches it, and he's good enough where as soon as he catches it, he puts it right down.
And that's the terminology, trigger, meaning you're.
Trigger. Yeah.
And then how many steps? 1, 2, kick?
Yeah, just about, because I take 3 back and 2 over. So just about 1 step, and then my plant foot, and then I swing away.
Cole Corcoran, everyone, Port Jervis High School Jr. A lot of family and friends tuning in. Tom Fagione, one of the voices of the football team. Cole has improved his kicking game a lot. His consistency and accuracy changed the game. Having the confidence in knowing the extra point is good is huge.
Yes, every time.
Tom Fat. And we got to give a shout out to your mom, Mrs. Corcoran, Mrs. Gunderman tuning in. I'll make sure my our English, our vocabulary is up
Of course,
to
up
Q.
to par.
Yeah, they want. We'll be getting a report on that afterwards.
I will, bro.
Yeah. But Cole, very very cool. Congratulations. We wanted to recognize you, number one, by getting you on here, but pretty cool. World record, state record holder here. He's going to get one of these, a Port Pride coin. Be responsible, be respectful, be kind, be honest, be involved. Handshake. Man,
Thank you.
congratulations. Let's
Thank
pick
you.
one of those there, Cole. Which one, and it doesn't have to be related to kicking, but which one of these you want to talk about? It's our Port Pride 5. Which one jumps off at the page of you? Like when you were a little boy following your mom to school, I saw you in the hallway, this little pipsqueak. You know, I know she'd be telling you this. Be good, you know, make sure you're doing your homework, right? Always involved. Baseball was your thing. But which one you want to talk about?
I think one of my biggest things is respect. So be respectful.
Mm.
You know, respect goes a long way wherever you are. Like, yeah, be kind. That's always a given. Be honest. But, you know, there's a level of respect people have to have in order to, like, succeed. That's a lot of teamwork, too.
Mm.
And that's what goes into what our good football team is. We respect each other. We're a family, and we work hard.
Yeah.
So.
Good stuff there, Cole. Let's go back to the kicking. The state record there. He's triggering. He's getting ready. What are you saying in your head? They're lined up. The scoreboard. Everyone's watching. It's real quiet. What's going on in your head while this is happening?
So there's a lot of the teams that they take that rep off. They, you know, they sell out. But then you have some teams that they rush hard. They rush hard at you. They come from the edges. But honestly, through my head, it's really blank. There's nothing much to it. I practice it so much, you know, every week. But I just have to remember my steps, take the same consistent steps every time, you know, take my 3 back and then I line it up, take my 2 to the left. But there's a certain part on the ball you have to hit. So last year I was getting a lot lower, and that's where they can block them more. This year I can get them higher above the line. They can't really reach it. But yes, the weight part on the bottom of the ball, you want to kick right behind that and right under it. That's how you get the most efficient height and distance. Extra point, you don't really need distance, so you can kick kind of lower on the ball, make sure it gets up.
You're from the 20? Where are you standing?
From the 10.
From the 10 plus the end zone, so it's like
It's a 20-yard kick.
Okay.
It's not crazy, but, you know, as long as you stay consistent getting height, you'll be good.
And is it always on the same hash? Sometimes
You stay in the middle. For extra point, you stay in the middle.
See, I'm learning here.
So field goals, you can go in the hash. It's wherever the ball is originally placed from the offense.
Yeah.
So you can go from right hash, left hash, you know. So that's how we roll.
So nothing in your head. You're not saying kick it straight, keep my head down. You're not saying any of that.
I just make sure that I get a nice follow through in and make sure I get the ball up. Because, you know, if I swing across the ball, if I swipe across it, then I'll hook it. That's one of my more consistent things. But that's more of a field goal thing. Where extra point, I just make sure, you know, keep my legs straight and follow through. And I should go right through it. Should go straight.
Again, shout out to Dylan Fox, Joey Olenek, your guys there. Cole, you were not a kicker. We were chatting off air. You played soccer. You played baseball. You were playing JV football. Talk to me about this. Hey, man, I'm going to become the kicker here. Where'd that come from? How'd that happen?
So I played soccer my whole life growing up. I was on varsity my 8th grade year, my freshman year for soccer. And after that, I kept on looking at the football team, you know, I don't know what it was at that time, 4-time Section 9 champs, you know, in a row. And I just saw the guys and how hard they worked, you know, how hard the coaches worked, how much time they put into it. And I just wanted to be part of it.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know, why not join? And I know I have a leg, so I might as well kick. But yeah, I was on JV in summer camp for about a week or 2 weeks. And then the varsity kicker got hurt with his knee, and he also played soccer too.
Mm.
And they saw me kicking at JV practice, brought me up, and there I was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sophomore.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good time to join, I guess.
It was a good time to join for sure. Last year, New York State champions. Cole, everyone watches it and it looks easy when it goes through the uprights,
Hmm.
but there's pressure there. There's a certain pressure. Do you feel pressure kicking?
Not really extra points. I think the greatest pressure I've had was the state game up in the dome at Syracuse. I missed my first one. So college,
Extra point.
yeah. So college field goals, the goalposts, they're actually shorter than high school. So they're closer together. So a lot of people don't know that. But the first one
Say that again. In college and the pros,
Mhm,
they're more narrow.
they're more narrow.
Wow, I'm learning all kinds of
They're
stuff
more narrow.
here. Wow,
So
I
on
didn't
a
know
high
that.
school field goal post, I would have made that, but I doinked it on the left.
It hit.
Yeah, it hit.
Oh my God. Okay.
It did. I was going through it in that. I was really, yeah, I did not like that.
Okay. But you had some other opportunities.
I did.
Yeah.
Luckily, Anthony Theodore, Carroll, Dylan, they all came through.
Yeah.
And Maddox stopping that 2-point conversion, that one really that saved me.
Wow.
I was so happy when he did that.
Cole, we talked about when you're on the field getting ready to kick. What about, you're watching them come down, where it's 1st and 3, right? First and goal. You're saying, oh, are we going to score? You like ready to run on the field? You standing there watching? You relaxed? You practicing on the side?
I'm so confident in our offense. Every time we get down there, I know it's going to be a touchdown. It's like it's so consistent at this point. As we get further on in the season, obviously, I'm going to be prepared to kick a field goal here and there. I'll be prepared for William to punt or something like that. But yeah, I get the block on the sideline as soon as we get like probably 25 and in, not even probably 30 and in. Never know if it's going to be a long pass or a long run, but I just hold it and I get ready to go out. Every time it's go for one.
Do we have the net behind that you practice in like we see on TV? Is that you have that back there?
I do have a net, but I actually don't bring it out during games.
Okay. So you're not kicking on the sideline during the game?
No, I don't want to, have everything in my head if I'm going to mess up. I just want to keep it within the game and just keep everything the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you have to take a pass at this question, you can. I don't want to get you in trouble or anything, but like the fake field goal and the running and the kicker throwing it and all that, it's so exciting. Has that happened? Have you done that play before?
See, I've actually practiced it. We have the play. It's called LSU. We actually.
Shh. We allowed to announce this?
They don't.
Okay. It's called. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
we have different plays. There's actually multiple, but we've never run anything. I've never kicked a field goal in a game.
Ever. Attempted? No. No attempt field goals.
No attempt.
In 2 years.
No.
All these games.
Our offense.
Wow.
Great.
Wow. It's coming. No, this is coming.
Yeah.
You're ready.
I'm ready for it, but I'm happy if our offense continues to,
That's
set the standard.
incredible. I can't believe that.
But
Not even one attempt.
No.
What would be the line there? What is the? Is it from the 20, 25? Like what do you think you could kick? Because if it's from the 25, it's a 35-yard kick, right?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. In practice, I'm consistent like 40, 45 yards, but the longest I've kicked is 52 in practice.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the longest I've kicked is 52. Wow. But I've only done that a few times.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's impressive. Again, if you're watching live, jump in the show, say hello. Kevin Halpenny also jumping in here. Very cool. This must be your aunt here, and Jeff is your Jen is your aunt?
Yeah.
Nice. And Jeff is?
That's my uncle.
Okay. Very cool. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Cole, difference, turf or grass? Is there a?
Yeah, turf I prefer so much more. Grass, it digs in the ground, and when you put the ball down, there's a bunch of you can kick up dirt. Like I remember warming up in Minnesink, and even here we played. I think it was New Paltz, and I would plant my foot, and my foot would slide in the grass, and it would take out a chunk, and I'd slip. So much different. But turf, it's a guaranteed. Your foot's gonna plant, the ball's gonna be right there. And where grass, you'll have a divot in the ground because everyone else kicks the extra points there.
You wearing the same shoe on turf and
Yeah, I
grass?
wear the same cleats.
Same
I have two pair of cleats, but I wear the same ones.
Is it a specific kicking cleat, or
I
is
wear a
it?
soccer
It's
cleat.
like a soccer cleat.
I wear a soccer cleat. Yes.
Yeah,
So.
that's exciting.
Mhm.
So tell me again, Dylan is turning the ball so the white stripe is out.
So yeah, I kick the side with no stripes. But on extra point, we've gone through this where it doesn't really matter too much on if I kick the laces because it's just such a short kick. It's only 20 yards. But as long as he gets it down a little tilt, that's all that matters. Where like if I was going for a field goal, I'd tell him try to make sure that the laces are away because that's how you guarantee it's not gonna spin anywhere.
Mm.
But
That's fascinating, Cole. Really fascinating. Pretty cool. State record holder, PATs 11. Coach Jaharski sent in the clip of what it is. So, they say all records are made to be broken, but that is, I mean, that's going to be hard to break that.
it will be.
I mean, that's 11 touchdowns. I mean, just the touchdowns alone. But then for you to hit all of those in a row, I mean, I don't know if that. I mean, anything can happen, but I could see your name in the record books for quite some time.
Yeah.
We'll have to find a spot on the wall out here after the show to get your picture up there. Pretty cool. Cole, let's talk off football now. You're also heavily involved in school, National Honor Society, baseball, and wrestling. 3 varsity sports.
Yes.
Yeah, you've always been involved in sports.
I've always.
Yeah.
I played golf during the summer too. Used to play soccer. So.
Your dad plays golf. How'd you get into golf?
No, it's actually my mom's side of the family. So my mom,
Okay.
my grandpa. That's how I learned how to play golf.
Okay.
Yeah.
You going out for the team here? You going to squeeze that in?
I played too much baseball. But no, I love baseball.
Yeah. You got to be tired physically, no?
I mean, at some points, but that's who I am. That's what I do. My life revolves around sports. Ask anyone around.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
And you want to take it to the next level?
Yes, either baseball or football, whatever I, get the best offer for, get the most money for college. But yeah, most definitely.
And if you could play both, would you do both?
I would. I probably would. It also depends too, because I want to do civil engineering in college. So that's a harder major to do sports with, as my brother is the same major and he did baseball too. So it's hard to manage it, but if I could, I would.
Okay.
So we'll see.
So all those colleges out there, come take a look at Cole Corcoran here. You're a junior, so you're right at the beginning of starting to. Are you sending in films? Have you contacted coaches? Are they contacting you? How's that working?
So I've been to a handful of baseball camps at colleges. I've been to the University of Virginia, Delaware, Lehigh. I've been Wilkes, and then I've also been to Wilkes for football camp. I kicked there this summer.
A couple of our guys are there, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then I went to Syracuse, not the university, just a kicking camp.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, hopefully you'll be back up to Syracuse soon.
Yeah.
December 6th. I don't know if you're busy that day.
We will be.
I got it marked. I
We
got
will
it
be
on the calendar there. A couple Saturdays leading up to that. Cole, the World Series just passed. Those games are a little too late for me, but man, that was one of the tightest things there. Some of those plays, like even that play where it was loaded bases and the infield was in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, inches there.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your love of baseball. Again, I watched you as a little guy following your mom around in the hallway, always with your baseball stuff, always with your hat. Talk to me about your love of baseball.
No, I've always played baseball growing up. My brother, one of my biggest inspirations for baseball.
Dan Corcoran, class of 20? 21?
22?
22, somewhere in there?
22.
It's all a blur, yeah.
Yeah, 2022. But yeah, I mean, baseball, that's been my sport throughout my whole life. I play shortstop and I pitch too. I'm always the leadoff guy. I always start things up. But
leadoff, shortstop, and pitcher?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Stud.
No, baseball, it's been my whole thing. That's my sport. I love it.
Hard to play in the cold.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big cold guy. Honestly, like that's another factor for me going to college too.
Yeah.
Is I don't do great in the cold. I'm a big warm guy. Kicking, it really doesn't matter. Glens Falls game in Middletown, that was one of the coolest games I've ever been a part of. But it still didn't really affect my kicking that much.
Yeah, we had the game in the snow at
Ardsley.
yeah, that one too. But baseball with the bat, and it's just
no, definitely hurts your fingers.
You wear gloves when you hit?
Yeah, I do. But in the cold, I wear a batting glove under my fielding mitt.
There you
Because
go.
when you get a line drive to the palm, anyone who plays baseball, that hurts.
Cole, very impressive here. What do you think of the new facilities? And you haven't had a chance to play. That was this summer, right? The field is brand new for you.
No, we got to play.
You played? Yeah, it was last year. Okay, sorry.
We got to play on last year.
I mean, how'd that go for you? Would you?
No, the new fields are great. It's always nice, having a new field and stepping on it for the first time. Being the first team to be on it. Even with our turf fields, it's an honor playing on it in our community. There's so much involved, but it's amazing.
Yeah, the field was beautiful, and they got that turf, like the grass, the sod they laid down, and they did a heck of a lot of work on it this summer to maintain it and keep it going.
Great.
Yeah, so awesome. Cole, academics too. Your mom, excellent teacher here for many years. Port Jervis grad herself, but you're high academics as well. You're a bright kid. Your brother also very smart. Talk to me about school. Are you like doing your schoolwork in between practice? Are you going home? Is mom making you do your work? Are you doing it on your own? How does academics work in your house?
No, I try to get everything done in school while I'm here. Sometimes I'll be staying up late, doing an essay, but most of the times I try to stay on top of my work. There's an importance of school. People don't realize it, but it's a big factor of what you're gonna do. I don't know. Grades are important to me. I try to keep a standard of, high 90s, but sometimes you don't always achieve that. But I try to strive for perfection, and on the way to perfection, I will reach excellence. So.
Sounds like a nice quote there, Cole. Are you checking Power School? Are you bugging your teachers? Hey, where's my grades?
I check it, but most of the time, teachers are on top of things. I'm on top of things, so it really doesn't matter too much. But
But teachers love working with kids like you. You're in the school. You're respectful. You do what you're supposed to do. You're an amazing student there, and you're one of the kids that teachers love to have in the class because of the responsibility and the focus and all those things.
Well, that's what I hope for.
Yeah,
I hope to be that student. I don't want to be a burden to any teacher. This kid's in this class. Yeah, wouldn't want to be that.
Let me call his mom. Your mom says you're up a little too late there, Cole, is what she said. Cole, is it easy? Was school easy for you, or is it something that you always have worked at?
Well, school's always come easily to me. Not too easy, but I work at it. My mom being a teacher and all, it kind of makes me want to do good in school. But I don't know. I've always been a smart kid, so it works out for me.
I'm sure she had those books in your hands. Besides the baseball bat, you had books in your hands reading at an early age there. Cole, a lot of amazing staff members here. We have a professional development day today. Many of our staff are out in the county. But who are some people that have left a mark on you? So left an impact on you that you remember, K through 12, that have helped you along the way?
I don't know. I've always had a tight knit friend group growing up. I've always had the same friends. Two of my best friends, William Carreri, Colin Carreri, Torius. But I don't know. They've always been there. I've always played sports with them. Colin, he's my ace pitcher. William, he plays football with me now. We always kick before practice every day. In a few minutes here, I'll be kicking with him. I'll be punting for him. But so I don't know. Also, my brother, I've always looked up to him.
Yeah.
Making sure, I'm on top of my things. But
Dan Corcoran, a great young man. So he was civil engineering major as well.
Yes.
Wow.
At Stone College. This is last year.
And he went where again?
Clarkson University. Clarkson.
Played baseball there.
Mm-hmm.
First base? Am I remember that?
First base.
First base, yeah. Okay. Oil up. does one do with a civil engineering degree? What, are you like building bridges here? What
Yeah, you build bridges, you structure houses, but I don't know. I gotta look more into it. He showed me all his like software and everything, and I was like, it's called CAD and everything. But no, I'm excited to get into it and start something with him.
you doing some of that with the tech department here? You involved with Isaac and Higgins and their tech department here with
Right
that?
now, my first period, I have electrical wiring and like construction systems with him.
Okay.
But I don't know. We'll learn more about it as we go.
But you might want to go into business with your brother.
Yeah, that's the end goal.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, that would be a good combination of smart, assertive, and certainly good guys there. So good luck with that, man.
Thank you.
Cool. Any other shout outs you want to give here along the way? Some any family, friends, any shout outs?
I don't know. I mean, shout out my guys. AJ. Shout out. We're gonna get freaky on Friday. First playoff game. Guys, slumber party theme for Friday. Hope you know. But be ready for us to go out there and do our work for Red Hook.
Cole, it's hard to beat a team, period, but it's hard to beat a team, let alone twice in a row, but 2 weeks in a row. And I know everyone saw what the score was, but what's your mentality here this week, playing the team twice in a row?
We have the same mentality going into it. We have the same plan, and it's do or die now. So it's playoffs, and we're gonna do whatever we can do to win a football game. Doesn't matter if we win by 1 point, if it's me an extra point, or if we win by 70. Doesn't matter. Right now it's win or go home. We don't care. We just want to keep playing football until the very end. So we want to get to that dome again.
A lot of people going to be rooting for you, certainly over the next few weeks. Friday night, we're home. Is that a 6 o'clock playoff game or 7?
I believe 6 o'clock. 6
Okay.
o'clock, Gwinnett Field.
Gwinnett Field, historic, refurbished Gwinnett Field. Yeah, very cool. Cole, it has been a great run for Port Jervis football here. I mean, really, like you said, all of those Section 9 championships, a miracle. Well, I don't want to say miracle because it wasn't. It was a bunch of great kids and coaches and a community coming together. But it was a great run.
Yeah.
Do you feel pressure to go deep into the playoffs, to get back to the States, to win the States? Is that something you're talking about with your teammates? Is that the goal? Where are we at in mindset with playoffs?
I don't know if we know. I don't know if you consider it pressure, but it's an expectation now. We set a standard and we try to work towards that every day of practice. But we know we have the community behind us, and everyone works hard every day of practice, competing for their spots, competing for that title again. But we work hard every day. We get to it. So
good stuff. Cole Corcoran here. Cole, you mentioned the community a few times, and man, those parades last year, parade after ring ceremony, parade. Your family is from this community, many generations here. What did that mean for you to be in those parades and see the people come out and see all of the momentum and enthusiasm last year?
No, yeah, momentum is a big part of it. Like after the state game coming home, we had it was hundreds of fire trucks, lined up behind us, police cars. It's a great feeling, It makes you want to keep going, keep playing football, keeps the young kids, coming back. They're like, I want to be that one day, like watching us come out on Fridays. But yeah, it's definitely a big factor in how we play. But we appreciate it.
I love your mindset, your mentality here on the show. Cole, you mentioned about the state game, that first extra point, and I had forgotten that. I think you said the word doink. Does that shake your confidence if you miss one? Does that? How do you rebound from that?
It's definitely not the easiest thing to rebound from it because you feel a lot of pressure. You think it's your fault, but you just got to bounce back and think the next best thing, and the next best thing is the next play. So the next extra point I get, I'm gonna go out there and do what I can do to put it through the uprights. So
if we miss the extra point, do we still kick off, or they take it right from that spot?
No, you kick off.
We kick off. If we miss the field goal, they take it from that spot. Okay.
Yes.
Well, one of those field goals is coming, and I know you're going to nail it through there. There's no way that you can not have a field goal attempt all year.
If I don't, it's all right. Keep our offense rolling out there.
That's
So
right. But 11 in a row last game. It's a New York State record. Cole Corcoran, guest with us here on the podcast. Jump in and say hello. A lot of people. You got definitely some of your buddies watching here, jumping in the chat there. We're not going to pass on these. Oh my goodness, look at all that. Yeah, cool. Cole, I know you got practice coming up here. We wish you the best of luck with this stretch here. Football can go deep into December. I mean, December 6th, we have an appointment.
Yeah.
How are you going to balance wrestling? Are they wait for you? Do you go to wrestling workouts, or it's whenever football ends, that's when you'll begin? How do you manage that?
So it's football season right now, and until we're done, we don't go to wrestling. We don't go to basketball. We stay in football season.
Yeah.
But yeah, last year it was Saturday game up at States, and then you come back home, and then you go right to wrestling practice the next day.
Monday you had
So, yeah.
practice, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was definitely tough, but we went right to it.
Yeah. But it's better to do that with a win behind us
Yeah.
than a loss. Yeah.
Much better to do that.
I remember, Coach Foley, very patient for you guys there. Well, good luck with it all, Cole. And again, we look at a young man like yourself, respectful, head on his shoulders, making good decisions, working hard in the classroom, working hard outside the classroom. It's what educators want to be around. So we thank you for that. Cole, you are Port Pride. You got the Port Pride coin in your hand there. I sent him. We send him home with one of these here. We'll see where it lands. But Cole, what does Port Pride mean to you?
Port Pride, it means like leadership and being responsible. Stay on top of your work. Being a good student, being a good citizen. I don't know. It's just doing all the right things.
Well, you are doing that and more, Cole. We appreciate that. Shout out to your family, your mom, English teacher here. Hopefully, Miss Corcoran, I didn't have any double negatives or superlatives or whatever you call it.
I'm sure I did, Mom, and I'm sorry.
Yes, we apologize.
I apologize for my English.
I want to thank all the English department for proofreading my stuff all these years. There are a lot of proofreaders in the English department for me. Cole, you're the man. Thanks, man.
Thank you for having me.
Cole Corcoran, Port Jervis Jr., New York State record holder, 11 point after extra points. Just incredible. That's incredible. Were you tired after it? Were you like, oh my goodness? No. I mean, people think, yeah, right. It's just one kick, but it's got to be mentally tiring though too, right?
I can't wait to get out there. Every time I wait for that kick. I wait every time.
Yeah.
And kickoff, I can just hit it as far as I can.
Are you hitting touchbacks? Are you hitting it into the other end zone?
I haven't practiced.
Okay.
But in games, I kick it like consistent 10. But I worked with a kicking coach I have. But I got it to work where I hit it like the 3, but where the guys catch it, it's like the 10, sometimes 5. But yeah.
Good luck Friday to our Port Jervis football team. Coach Jaharski, the coaching staff, we wish you the best of luck here. And anything we could do to help support our teams, all of our teams that are going through the playoffs here. Cross country has a section race today, so we're looking forward to them. Get out and vote. It's election day, everyone. So thanks for tuning in this afternoon. Fine young man here, Cole Corcoran. We are going to sign off. Let's give him a round of applause here. Well, let's get you out to practice, man. We appreciate you. How about a go Port before we go?
Go Port.
Bam. See you, everybody. Have a great afternoon.